going to cover. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the largest YouTuber in the world, PewDiePie. Whatever you think of him and what he makes videos about, he's approaching 100 million subscribers on YouTube. And as Travis referenced, with Google being so centralized and YouTube being the final arbiter of what goes on and what doesn't, PewDiePie has made a huge move, and he is switching his live video streams to DLive, which is a blockchain-based platform. This is huge.
It is. Because, the thing is, you may not listen to PewDiePie, but guess who does? Millennials and Gen Z are listening to PewDiePie. They tune into this guy all the time. He has more followers than all of mainstream media combined. Maybe 5x as many of all of them combined. So it's crazy. He has more pull than all of media.
Pretty much.
95 million subscribers. And so he has said he's moving to blockchain, he's moving to DLive, and he signed an exclusive contract with those guys for his live videos. That's huge. Another sign that mass adoption is coming. When the big content creators realize that YouTube is censoring people and there's a big problem with that centralization, now they're going to a decentralized platform. That's pretty good news.
I think it's good news, and I think it's more proof that we are in the right place. And that's where he will insert our transition music. That's going to take us to our feature. Adam, come on down here, buddy. We're going to get you a seat, and then we'll give you the proper introduction, and the crowd will go wild. They will go absolutely insane. Not yet. Just
prepare your woos.
Bottle your woo. And prepare to release it. Please. You're in the green seat, mate.
Unless you like the pink one.
We got a mic there for him. Let's test it out. Make sure we're good. Go ahead and talk into it and hold it close, like.
Hold it close, Tony.
Microphone.
You got it? Can you hear me?
You're good. I can hear you.
We hear you great. Okay, so here we go. Coming into our next segment. And now we're pleased to have join us on the stage here. I love these stage things. Like, can we get an eyeball people, see them face to face, right? Yeah, those kind of conversations. The CEO of a company and a website that we encountered, how long ago? How long has it been?
Several months?
No, wasn't it? Oh, sorry. Wasn't it like back in August or something?
I think it was. Yeah, back in August.
His name is Adam Todd. He's the CEO of Digitex Futures, and they are a non-custodial, commission-free futures trading exchange. They're onboarding traders to their beta version of their platform right now. They've got 1.3 million.
1.4.
That just happened since we started. 1.4 million people on the wait list to use this exchange, and this is why you guys need to hear about this. Welcome to Bad Crypto, Adam Todd.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So when we first discovered, I guess we should give full disclosure here. Just all the furniture, however you like. If you want to move the table, hang some artwork.
Flip the table.
We weren't happy that our logo wasn't at the bottom, so we put the sticker on the screen there. So we're on every screen now. When we first encountered Digitex, it was actually a friend that told Travis you need to check it out.
A friend of mine was like, oh my God, you got to check out Digitex. They're doing something nobody else is doing with futures, and they're doing with this token. There's going to be no trading. There's going to be no fees. They're using this token. You got to check it out. And I think when we started working with them, the coin was about a penny, half a penny?
Yes, it was somewhere
0.008 maybe?
Yeah, something like that. And we were invited to become advisors, marketing advisors, social advisors with Digitex. And now the coin is worth 12 cents, and I'm going to...
It's all thanks to you.
Thank you so much. We're going to get that soundbite there.
Yeah. Of course it's not. Of course it's due to what you guys have put together. So why don't you go ahead and summarize for us what Digitex Futures is?
Yeah, sure. Basically, we're a commission-free futures exchange. We're also, people are going to be able to trade futures on the prices of Bitcoin against the dollar, gold, oil, things like that. But the only currency that you use on the exchange is the Digitex token. So all your account balances in the Digitex token, your profits and losses, that you're trading Bitcoin or gold, but you're winning and losing in Digitex token.
Why?
Well, but the way we do it, by doing it that way, that's what allows us to get rid of the commission fees, because now we control the currency. So instead of charging transactions on trades, which is something that penalizes the most active traders and stifles liquidity, by doing it that way, then instead each year we can just mint a small number of new tokens each year to cover the costs. So basically it's switching from, because you got to make money from somewhere. It's not, you can't just be free. It's all happy clappy.
That's what the U.S. Treasury does. They just make money from nowhere. Right? Just roll the printing presses. Let's make more. Let's put it out there. We need more money out there.
And it's very happy clappy. Is that what you said?
No. Well, see, the way we do it is because, by doing it that way, and we can. Basically, it allows people to trade in a very free way. They can trade. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it, really. It just allows short-term traders to pursue very active trading strategies that they can't pursue on other exchanges. So it's going to create a lot of liquidity. That creates a lot, liquidity begets liquidity, basically. So it's going to attract a lot of traders that are attracted to commission-free trading, but also to liquid markets, because the other big cost of trading isn't just commissions, it's slippage. So by doing that, we create a lot of demand for the token. So that's why we make the token use compulsory. A lot of these exchange tokens, you can use the exchange token to pay fees with, or you can pay fees with other currencies. We don't have fees, so we've made the use of the token compulsory, which creates demand from the traders. That's why we've made it compulsory. Also, at the end of this year, we're also going to be going non-custodial, but we're going for the hybrid model. I saw the panel earlier. We're going to be like the hybrid model of a centralized order book and decentralized account balances using the Plasma protocol on Ethereum's blockchain. So we're going to have the speed and the reliability and the low latency of a central order book, but your account balance is kept on the Ethereum blockchain by an independent smart contract that just tells our exchange how much money you're good for, and we allow you to trade according to what that smart contract's telling us, but we never actually physically hold onto your money, so we don't physically have your private key.
Get your hands off my money.
That's interesting.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you most excited about this? I mean, I think you have a very interesting background when it comes to, did you do a lot of trading, and you worked in the space with futures and whatnot previously. So now that you're building this in the crypto space, what are some of the things that you're most excited about the platform? Because it seems to me that it's totally different than what other people have been doing in the space.
Yeah, I used to be a pit trader. I was a futures trader for a few years in the pits, and then I went to the screens, and then I was trading sports betting for years. And I've always just hated commissions. Commissions have really
takes your profits away.
Well, yeah, it makes it really hard to make any money. So I'm excited to make something it's like a level playing field. It's an exchange where people can actually make money. By creating an exchange that has value, commission-free trading, trustless, you don't have to trust the exchange with your money, and by having its own exchange token, you're creating that value, but that token is efficiently capturing that value. So by making something really fair where retail traders can actually make money, there are no mechanical edges against them. We're not bringing the institutions in and giving them preferential treatment on commissions, on execution time, things like that. We're actually making something that's really fair that people can actually make money on, and because of that, the token is going to capture that value, and the demand that comes from new traders attracted to this commission-free, highly liquid markets is going to drive the price up. So I'm just excited by the fact we're building something that has real value. There's a real need for it. But by doing that, this whole new business model that we've got of moving away from transaction fees to this other type of, tokenized kind of revenue model, I just think it's going to be great. It's going to be really interesting.
How do you get that kind of buzz with 1.4 million people waiting in line and on the mailing list
Obviously it helps that the concept is great to start with, you need a good concept, but we just really got the viral marketing down. We really figured it out. The ICO that we did, we got 250,000 people signed up for that in 2 weeks, and that sold out in 17 minutes, and we really thought, oh wow, that's, we really figured that out, kind of by accident, but we
and then like the next day the market tanked, right, after the ICO was over?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for that, Adam. That was so great. I really appreciate that.
But despite that, the world, the worst bear market in crypto history, we 12x'd that time. Imagine if it had just stayed the same. We would have just gone on fire.
Right. Well, which is why I find this article you just published on the Digitex blog here interesting. Last month, you wrote and made a prediction, which is really brave in, a bear market that might be recovering to a bull. You predicted that Ethereum is going to
massive upside for this, massive upside. The world is going to know cryptocurrency. It is the new internet. So it's just a question of which one is going to be the winner. Maybe Ethereum won't be the winner, maybe it won't, but maybe it will. And if it is, and I believe it is, because it's, the backbone of probably 80% of tokens, it's going to be running your fridge and your pet robot and all that kind of stuff that comes out very soon that people, really don't see yet. Ethereum is, the developer community that's behind it. There's 250,000 developers. The leadership's great. It just has everything in place, I think. I think it went down. It got punished far too much. The price that it came down to is just ridiculously low. I just think it's ready for one hell of a pop. I just see one hell of a pop coming up. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. Maybe it's anecdotal because I just see so many smart people. Whenever I meet the really smart people in cryptography, they all seem to be the Ethereum guys. And, maybe, like I say, maybe that's just anecdotal for me, but I just see a hell of a pop coming very soon.
Well, it's interesting because I think with Ethereum, when it was popping, it was because those ICOs were going on, and the money was going, lots of money was going in, lots of money was going out. There's a lot of transactions. Now the ICO market sort of dried up, so those big Ethereum moves by those whales don't seem as much.
Right, but that was the ICO market. There's so many other utilities for, something that it can be the back end of so many things. There's so much utility for that coming in the future. So much. It's going to run everything.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about exchanges here, and what is it that, futures trading in Digitex, what makes it different from what else is available out there, and why do you believe that, besides that it's your baby, why is it going to win the day? Because everybody thinks their child is the most beautiful child.
Right.
Is it the same as the ETFs? What's the difference between the ETFs?
It's coming back to the zero fees. Everybody loves zero fee, right? Every exchange that's out there has this transaction fee model. It's the same model that's been used since, you said the London Stock Exchange in 1500 and something. They're all using the same model since then. It's all, you do a trade, you pay a transaction fee. That transaction fee is constantly, draining liquidity from the pool. You've got so many people put money into the pool, and if they just trade away and don't put any more money in, eventually the exchange has got all the money, because there's like a leak. It's like the exchange is siphoning off the money. With our model, we're not siphoning off that money. The liquidity pool stays intact, so that only the winners are taking it from the losers.
Are you inferring that there's a lack of integrity in the crypto exchange market?
It's not really a lack of integrity.
Exchange markets,
it's not really a lack of integrity. It's just that the model is flawed in that it's constantly draining money out of the system. There needs to be constant deposits into the system for there to stay the same amount of money in there. With our model, where we don't charge the transaction fees, not only do we get the great liquidity because people can pursue these very active short-term trading styles, but there isn't that constant leak of money coming out. So it's just a much better system, and that value that we create from that exchange gets efficiently captured by the token, and the token goes up, and it means that for the first time ever, the exchange's interests are actually aligned with the actual users of the exchange. Usually an exchange is us versus them. The exchange is trying to milk the users for as much money as they can in the form of transaction fees. With us, we actually want the same things as our users. We just want the token price to go up, as our users do, because they're holding the token price.
And you're doing futures now, and you're going to do it sort of the spot trading later, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to bring in a spot market later on, because it would be nice for you to be able to buy the token on our spot market too. And then we can probably get into the the IEO business, kind of things like that, because it seems like a good idea.
It is interesting.